All right, everybody. Here we are back again at it after a late night last night where we had, we had a bunch of tornado warnings. Once these storms kind of passed through Sioux Falls last night and headed into southwestern Minnesota, and as they took off quickly to the east, had a numerous tornado warnings that were issued within a short span. So late night last night, here we are getting going right around 1 o'clock here. Actually, we're a little ahead, so we'll just give it a couple minutes here before we really get into it. Welcome, whoever is on. Please feel free to ask questions. The sooner the better, just because as the day goes along, it's only going to become more and more interesting. If you're out there at all, if you're watching, if it's safe to do so, if you have any kind of videos, pictures from the day, if you got any reports, go ahead and let us know. Type it into the chat, let me know. But if you got any pictures or video, go ahead and submit them. Make sure you tag me on Twitter at RegionWX. Or also on Facebook would be great. That way we can let the other people know what's going on out there, and we can basically show them what people are seeing. It's always helpful to get some ground truth type of information out there, and so if we can do that, that would be fantastic. Let's consider this a community event. Let's consider this something we can all help out with, because as you're concerned, the person downstream from you is also concerned, so they're going to want to know what they're seeing. So it's all kind of a collaborative deal. And I'm going to be checking in on, I've got numerous YouTube, some storm chasers just kind of watching, watching Twitter as well, just to check in, see what people are seeing there. Checking in on the weather service as I'm looking right now. Find something that gives me a good clock here. About 20 minutes ago, a train spotter reported a hail of a quarter size, so that's about an inch in Lake Norden in Hamlin County, South Dakota. And then 3 west of Haiti in the same county reports a 0.7 inch, so about 3/4 inch hail. So anyway, we've got this storm set up now, and you can see where the Storms Prediction Center has got the moderate risk is now. I guess unfortunately, if we don't want the severe weather, obviously, to roll through, this area is clearing out. So that's not great. Meaning, things are going to destabilize in here. Things are going to warm up throughout this zone. And as these storms continue to fire down into South Dakota, those are expected to continue to move to the north and west, right into that zone that is now clearing out here this afternoon. So we're getting warm. We already got plenty of humidity in place. We've got kind of this line of storms here that's moving out in front. And that could hamper it. It could do one of two things. It could hamper it a little bit, or it may just actually lay down a little bit more moisture out ahead of it and just destabilize it just enough so that when this main line comes through, it could be even more potent. But we're going to be looking for damaging winds throughout this whole area. Strong damaging winds in excess of for sure 60, but possibly in excess of 75 miles per hour. Large hail, and then also the possibility of some long track tornadoes. These storms are going to be moving to the northeast fairly quickly, and they're going to speed up as the day goes along. So, this motion right now, the storm motion is northeast at about 60 miles per hour. So these things are going to be flying. So if there is any tornado that does touch down, if even You know, you figure for a half hour, that becomes a long track tornado because they're moving so quickly. I mean, in a half hour, these things are going to move 30 miles. So we gotta be mindful of these storms as they approach and just take the appropriate precautions. Here's what the current satellite, or excuse me, radar is looking with this line of storms that are expected to make that little left turn and start to head to the northwest. Now there is some stronger cells out ahead of this. We had some reports again just by Haiti and west of Lake Norden in Hamlin County, South Dakota, where they were picking up close to an inch size in hail. And then right now we have some reports further down to the south, down in southeastern parts of South Dakota, where we had the 70 mile per hour, 60 to 70 mile per hour estimated winds by a train spotter, 6 northeast at Tyndall in Bonham County. And then a report of hail as well, right around an inch, so about a quarter in the size for hail down there. So here's the current Sioux Falls radar. And here's the one and only sort of I guess warning right now in South Dakota. So we're talking you know, again, 70 mile per hour winds and nickel size hail associated with that particular severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect right now. Locations include Tripp, Parkston, Dimcock, and Milltown. And meanwhile, this tornado watch remains in effect until 6 p.m. that is in the area. So make sure you are moving to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. I've already got bugs in here. That's great. This thunderstorm is capable of producing all types of severe weather, including extremely large hail, destructive straight-line winds, tornadoes. Move quickly to a safe shelter. So that's the current setup. That's what we're looking at this point here early this afternoon. Now,